So today, I am making dinner for my little sister and myself. Don't worry, I'm like 17. I've been cooking for a while, mostly spaghetti, but I did make a really good pizza pasta casserole dish. That was really good, that my dad helped me with, but I have mostly just been making spaghetti and eggs. But today, not for my sister, for myself, because my sister won't like this. She's getting chicken nuggets, rice, and whatever sauces she wants. I am having Chinese lemon chicken. I've got a recipe pulled up here for it. They're calling it a cheat lemon chicken. I'm not sure if it means cheating on your diet or because it's made with chicken nuggets instead of like actually breading and frying chicken myself. But why would I do that when I have chicken nuggets? But yeah, let's make it. Obviously we have rice and chicken, and then for the ingredients for our sauce, we have cornstarch, white vinegar, sesame oil, lemon juice, minced garlic, 1 lemon, and sugar. Do not mistake me for someone who went out and got the ingredients for this very fancy dish I'm making. We had all this in the house. This has been with us for years. I do not believe it expires. You know what, side note, it's been with us for years and it doesn't expire till November 14th of this year. So, yeah. The rest are kind of common household items. The ones that aren't are probably the squeezed garlic, but that's kind of like a staple in this house because I like green beans, and the lemon. The only reason we have a fresh lemon right now is because Dad made chicken limon the other night and we had an extra lemon. And the whole reason I'm making this dish is because I don't like seeing things like that just sit in the fridge. It bothers me for some reason. It's really not that big of a deal, but I don't know. I want to use it. Okay, so miscalculation, you will not need white vinegar and sesame oil, because apparently that is not a good substitute for soy sauce. You will instead need Worcestershire. You will instead need the fancy brown sauce that no one can pronounce. Yeah. My sister came out, said she smelled something yummy. I said, you smell something yummy? I only just now put the chicken nuggets in. She took a big old sniff of Worcestershire sauce and was like, that's what I'm smelling. I was like, no. Freak. Alright, let's start making our sauce. Here I have a 1/2 cup of lemon juice, a 1/2 cup of water, tablespoon of soy sauce, but I don't have any, so in my case I'm using Worcestershire sauce, a teaspoon of garlic, there we go. I grated an entire lemon. Actually, you know what? That was lucky because I was about to say, and I'm gonna add about half to the mixture. All right, now we're gonna pour our mixture into a small saucepan and simmer it on medium to low heat. I'm gonna do that with this spoon. Once it gets pretty hot, we're gonna add our 2 tablespoons of sugar. And we are gonna stir that in until it dissolves. Once all that dissolves, we're gonna add our thickener, which is 1 tablespoon water and then 1/2 tablespoon of cornstarch. If I'm misremembering that, I will have it down below. We're gonna pour a little bit in and mix it until it's all mixed up, and we're gonna keep doing that little bit by little bit at a time until it's all gone or the mixture becomes thick. It has turned a kinda unappetizing color, but it smells delightful. All right, now we're gonna add in our chicken. You're supposed to like toss it in this. However, the pan I'm using is incredibly small, so I'm probably just gonna like fold them in this, and then I might put it in a bowl off to the side because I don't know if the sauce is supposed to be this liquidy. I think it was supposed to thicken up a bit, but yeah. The amount I'm making yields about 2 servings, So I added about 15 chicken nuggets. So I messed up a bit. I was supposed to keep stirring until it becomes clear, glossy, and thick enough to coat the spoon, which is like 1 to 2 minutes. I only really got halfway before I started adding the chicken nuggets. I don't know if it'll make that much of a difference, because if I just keep stirring it until that happens, like, it's gonna happen eventually. So I did definitely mess up. The sauce is getting thicker and glossier, but I've already plated my chicken nuggets. However, I think it might actually be an improvement, because my chicken nuggets have kind of soaked up that marinade, and now they're gonna be coated in a nice glazed sauce. I've plated myself like 10, and then Dad wanted to try it, so I've got his leftovers in there. It's like 5 nuggets, but it's also gonna have like some rice with it. He said he only wanted a small portion, so. But I'm stirring it, and it's getting like thicker and glossier, so I definitely did just need to be a bit more patient. That's on me, but I think it might be an improvement, because I've never liked when like you get wings at like a restaurant, and it's like covered in an amazing glossy sauce, and the chicken inside is just bone dry. It annoys me a lot. Can you tell? So I think this might genuinely be an improvement. We'll have to wait and see. So my sauce is now as it's supposed to be. I'm gonna add the chicken nuggets back in, and this time they're gonna get coated. That looks so much better. It's actually quite thick and glossy now, and it's an actual, sauce and not a marinade. However, once again, I do think marinating chicken nuggets beforehand will be an improvement to the recipe. And if you're wondering where I got this recipe, I told y'all I got like the chocolate chip cookie recipe from like the official Nestle website. This recipe from Google. This is Google's amalgamation of things. However, because it's like an actual dish and not just poured a bit more sauce in Dad's portion. Not just a think up type thing. It will be like Google won't screw it up because it's like an actual dish. So okay. I have plated it. All that's left to do is to plate the rice and make it look pretty. Before we take a look at my plate, look how pretty I made my dad's portion. Look, it's got the chicken and the sauce on the bottom, rice on top, and then it's got a little lemon zest and lemon wedges. I love it. This is how it turned out. That actually looks really good. I'm so proud of myself. Oh my god. Alright, let's give it a try here. Cut me off a bit of chicken. Wait, hold on. That is actually so good. Oh my god. Does it taste like it's homemade? Yes. And I do not mean that as a compliment. You can definitely tell I messed some parts up. It's spicier than you think. I'm trying to think of what I added that was spicy. I don't think it's... Oh, I bet it was all that garlic and mixed with the Worcestershire. It is really good. And it's very, very lemony. More lemony than you would actually think. I squeezed a couple of my lemon wedges here that I worked so hard to cut into pretty little slices. And let's have a bit of rice. Amazing. I love lemon zest. See you next time. Did y'all know that if you spray lemon juice with Clorox, it turns like bright frickin' yellow? How weird is that? Also, Crypto did get a haircut. It's a little jarring.